Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Javi and this is Pammy and we are at DragonCon.
Actually, my name is Freya.
And Pammy already did kind of like a photo shoot and stuff. We walked around. We're about to go into a vendor hall. We're looking for retro video games. Can we find any?
Yes.
Let's find out. Hey guys, okay, so we're back home. The con was super fun, honestly. DragonCon is a fun place to do. There's always a lot of stuff to look and all the cosplayers and everything. Pammy actually did a lot. She did the most because you have your whole book thing going on, right?
Yeah, I did. So, there's like a court of Thorns and Roses series, which is like, it's a whole thing. We won't get into that because there's no time. But basically, we had a whole photo shoot, and I met up with some friends. And that took like 30 minutes. It was really cool just seeing everyone, like-minded people dressed up like in cosplay. It was really cool. My cosplay was like not great, but I tried. A for effort.
We'll put a picture so you can see her, and then you can tell in the comments how good her cosplay was. And then you took a picture with who?
Oh, Nandor the Relentless from What We Do in Shadows. I don't want to butcher his name, but I took a picture with him, and he was like such a sweetie, and he greets you like Nandor, and he wears the fake teeth. So that was super cute, and I honestly, by the end of the con, everything in my body hurt because we didn't stop walking for like 5.5 hours, and Atlanta is a hilly city.
Yeah.
So next time we go, we are going to make sure that we know how to use the sky bridges to everywhere they go. I'm going to get this memorized so we're not walking up and down a million city streets.
Yeah, this is the second time that we go there. But yeah, we see a lot of cool stuff. One of the cool things that we saw is they had like a whole set of Star Wars droids that were animatronic and stuff. They were super cool, and I believe they were life size too. It was really cool. You guys should be able to see it.
They were life size, and they had like, it wasn't just Star Wars, it was any type of droids. Did you say it's like any type of droids? They had Wallies.
Oh, I didn't see Wally. I'll show you guys the video. You guys will see the video.
It was really cool.
Yeah. And then there was a lot of like Beetlejuice themed stuff.
Well, the Hilton Hotel was Beetlejuice themed, and that's my favorite movie, or one of my favorite movies. I'm a huge Tim Burton fan. So I'm just living for like the Beetlejuice, but it was really cool. There's a lot of like photo ops, and they actually had like Beetlejuice themed drinks and Beetlejuice themed food. So like that to me was worth the price of admission. Just like being in a hotel that's Beetlejuice themed, like come on, that was so cool.
And like any other con, it has the vendors, right?
Which
like,
is it's four floors of vendors.
It is 4 floors of vendors, yeah, 4 floors of vendors.
It's nuts.
And like I saw in the video, we were trying to see if we could find any retro games, right? Because this isn't a retro game convention. It's not retro specific.
It's a pop culture convention.
It's a pop culture convention, stuff like that, right? But yeah, and then they have like different stuff. But this is where it kind of comes into play, the title of the video, where the experience this time around from the first year that we went, like what, 2021?
Yeah.
2 years ago, 3 years ago. It was a bit different. It was a bit different because
I had more fun this time though.
yeah, we did a lot more things though. We did
because it wasn't post-COVID.
Yeah,
it was
actually the vendors were the least thing that we did this time around.
Yeah, whereas they were the most we did last time.
Exactly, yeah, and that's where it comes into play here. Like, being active collectors has changed our view of the value of things. And you know, for one, we're just more informed now. We know what was, you know, we're able to know what the value of something is. We're able to know when something is authentic, you know, produced by, say, the original manufacturer, or if it's third party, or if it's custom made.
Mm-hmm.
We're even starting to be able to tell like when stuff is like mass produced, right? And it completely changed the way that we're going about the con. You know, like we were looking for retro games, and there were retro games. It looks like we found one. And one of them, we actually found the biggest booth with the most retro games. It was like, and then this wasn't like a huge booth either, but it was.
None of the booths were huge.
What? Yeah, but specifically from the 2 booths that we found that had retro games, this one had the most retro games, and the prices weren't just necessarily there for us. With us, it didn't work out. But they did have.
I don't know gaming prices as well as this guy, and even I was like, oof.
Yeah, but they did have a good selection, and they were pretty honest about like whenever something was a ROM hack or you know, like a pre-production, and when something was real, right? It's just that, you know, some of the stuff was not necessarily like prices that we could work with.
His prices are wild.
So we found one. But yep, Nope. We will pass.
No.
So we kept looking. I was hoping that I could at least find one, and surprisingly enough, we did. We actually found
The final
one
hour.
of we actually found. I think it was like towards the end too. Like we walked around everywhere. We
It
found
was literally like our last.
Yeah.
I was done. I'm like, dude, I'm like, come on, man. Like, the vendor alley is a 45-minute. The vendor building is a 45-minute wait to get in,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we actually spent less time at the vendor alley. For me, I'm not a. I love big groups of like-minded people, but between the amount of stuff and the amount of people, I didn't enjoy it as much as I did in 2021, where there were significantly less people, and it was like hard to see things. And I'm like, babe, I don't know, man, we might have to call it. This isn't a retro gaming thing, but then we found it.
Yeah, but they had cool stuff. You know, there was one booth that had like custom-made controllers, like
That was
Switch,
cool.
PS5, Xbox, and that was really cool. If at any other time, I probably would have gone for something like that just because it was such cool design. But I was more focused going into this one around because it wasn't a retro game specific one.
They had a lot of game adjacent things.
Mhm.
Like Zelda's really big at this con because it's like it's a big D&D group. A big, so you get a lot of game related content, but you're not gonna get a lot of retro video games.
Yeah. So, but we did find one, and funnily enough, it's actually one of the local stores that we've actually
Wasteland Gaming.
purchased from. Yeah, Wasteland Gaming. We actually that's where I got my the Ninja Turtles in Time SNES game. I got it from them. I actually traded some Pokemon bulk, and I used that credit to buy that game. That they
They're
have
really
over there.
nice.
They're super nice. I checked. They had a few
They
games.
have
They
King
didn't have a super big selection. It doesn't look like they were expecting to have many people looking for a lot of retro games. But the pricing, I suspect the pricing wasn't money. We did buy something. We got for the SNES. It is a Speedy Gonzalez Los Gatos Bandidos.
Gracias. Ándale, ándale.
Beware of crows, bats, and other strange creatures.
Right here. I love Looney Tunes. I know there's a Tasmania game I gotta get. I already have Tiny Toons. Buster Gets Loose is one of my favorite SNES games. You know that if you played it, there's like a level where you're like on the train, and it's like super hard. So I love Looney Tunes in general. Definitely like a franchise that we all love Space Jam. But yeah, like would we recommend people to go to DragonCon to look for retro games?
Not specifically,
No.
no.
No, we recommend you go and
It
enjoy
is
all the
my
other
favorite. Like I am already planning my trip next year. It's to me, it's already in the books next year. But
If you're a retro gamer, you find retro games, that's a bonus. It should definitely not be the reason why you go.
you
'cause
should
would
not
be-
spend DragonCon money if the only thing you want to do is look at retro games.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
much cheaper and affordable options. DragonCon is a 5-day event that is nothing but nerds for 5 days, and it is not niched down. Doing retro video game hunting, I would say check out CG, check out Pixel Game Squad's LA one.
SoCal, yeah.
SoCal, they're Retro Rick's doing one. There's much more niche down things for you. This is not the kind
The
of
one in
just
Portland
to
is
get
huge too. The one-
video games.
Now, to go back a little bit more on retro games, if you guys have missed it on either some of our shorts and stuff like that, gonna show you some of like recent pickups that I have made. We did a whole how to hunt at GameStop, and I made a short. I found Turok 3 at a GameStop. For market value, it is in super clean condition. Super excited we have this. I just got the box for the loose SpongeBob Revenge of Flying Dutchman. I got the box. I don't have a manual yet, but I'll get it eventually. I just love SpongeBob. I can't have that loose disc. It's in great condition disc actually, so it needs a home. Now it has it. And I got from eBay. I got a gold Nintendo 64 controller. It's not in the bestest of condition, but this controller is almost never on. But I'm happy. I got it for like $15 honestly. So
1.5 or 5.0.
yeah, 1.5. Wi-Fi. So for 15 bucks, like honestly, it's not too bad for what it usually goes for, and it still displays pretty good from the front, which is mostly what it's gonna get used at. Is displayed on the wall. So super happy about that. Definitely be on the lookout, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe on the channel. Easiest way to support the channel. We got some pretty cool stuff coming up on actually next 2 videos. Because if you remember, I had the previous video where we bought those Nintendo Switches. I have potential trades for at least one of them. And it looks pretty spicy, Looks like tomorrow I might go do that trade. So that'll maybe be not on next week. Might be next week, so if not 2 weeks from now.
We have
and then I have another kind of like interesting one, which is gonna be a little bit of insight of my younger retro gaming life. So we get a little more into that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can get some of the stuff that we got coming up. But that's it, guys. That's the end of the video. It should be a short and sweet one. We hope you enjoy. Just see a little bit of a different kind of con, and you get a little bit of insight when it comes to that. But make sure to like
and subscribe.
and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.